Programs. Programs. Programs.
Holy crap, I'm here. I hear you. God damn, Colonel.
Good. Because your next mission is ready.
Already? I just recorded that video like 2 days ago.
Well, we need the next one, PG. You went an entire month without uploading something.
I made a couple TikToks.
That won't cut it, son.
What's the mission then?
The GOAT conversation.
Sheesh. Really getting into controversial territory, huh?
Well, we know you're the right man for the job, PG. Good luck.
Well, kept you waiting, huh? My fault, yo. I wanted to say that's just so bad. But hi, my name's Adrian, and I like wrestling.
Those cats who ransacked Shibuya Cho.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My indie wrestling video, banger! Thank y'all so much for watching. I deeply appreciate it. I dropped another video after that in case you guys didn't know. Cause guess y'all didn't see it. Not talking about that subject again. My fault. Sports are a weird thing, bro. The idea that some people go all out, painting their face, buying jerseys to root for a player that doesn't even know them, it's kind of fascinating, honestly. And people love to take things a lot more personal when they probably shouldn't, right? Look at KD going to Golden State, or Braun going to Miami, Seth turning on the Shield, and that one dude yelled. It's awesome, right? Moments are made and memories are forged from watching our favorite athletes go out there and do their thing, and it's a good time, right? But with these sports come certain conversations, some great conversations, if you will. Y'all see the title, okay? We talking about the GOATs, the great ones, the top fives and all that, but low-key, they kind of don't make much sense, okay? Of course, you know, for basketball, baseball, and other sports, you might be able to pinpoint someone on being the actual quote-unquote GOAT, right? There's actual stats that are real, and you could objectively say, you know, this player is better than this player. But when it comes to good old-fashioned wrestling, the GOAT conversation for wrestling kind of makes no sense. Yup, another hyperfixation on a random topic in wrestling. Here we go.
Welcome. You're watching the GOAT debate low-key makes no sense. A retrospective by Programs on the PG network.
How do you define greatness? What sets the standard to be the greatest at something, right? What is the measurement that means you are the best? What's the criteria for being a true GOAT in professional wrestling? You could say, hey, maybe it's a super decorated wrestler, a wrestler that got accolades out the wazoo, right? Who'd be the GOAT then? John Cena? Ric Flair? No way, Jose. This video, we will decide who the professional wrestling GOAT is, but before we do that, we gotta find the measurement, okay? We gotta find the perfect criteria for what makes someone the ultimate GOAT. Because I know for me growing up, okay, I only had one GOAT, the greatest of all time. Nah, it's John Cena. But because that was my guy back then, okay, I ain't had no type of standard to be my GOAT. Now, I've seen rankings, and I've seen lists of people that try to determine who the GOAT is. And honestly, cut the crap. No more rankings, no more lists. Poof, take them to the back and mice and men them, okay? I don't know if that's the name of the book. Journalism major here, as you could tell. All I've been able to conclude from other videos is you can't determine a GOAT in wrestling. Spoiler alert, this video isn't about why he's the GOAT, okay? It just really doesn't make sense to me, you know? Wrestling is the only sport that technically it has determined accolades, you know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry WWE Unreal haters, but like, it's scripted. It's all booking, right? Being a world champion is given to you. Yes, it's based on your work ethic and you're showing that the promotion believes in you, which you can't script that, right? That's all the wrestler. You know, you put in the work, you get yourself over, and in return, the company promotes you and champions you. But at the end of the day, that's kind of it though, right? Like, it's literally the promotion picking you and giving you your accolade. In the NBA, Adam Silver not out here just handing out MVPs, because let's be honest, if that was the case, my boy Braun would be an 8-time MVP at least, okay? And my Rocket GOAT, James Harden, should have at least 2. But that's not what we're here for, okay? That's not to take away anything from the legends in the business, though. You know, John Cena being a 17-time world champion shows how great he is at his craft, right? And he's able to be this trustworthy of a guy enough to be the face of a billion-dollar corporation for 20 damn years. That's greatness, okay? Undertaker is recognized as one of the GOATs for not only adapting his in-ring ability over his career, but just for being an example of showing true devotion to the character. No wrestler in history, and I mean history, has ever shown more dedication to the character more than The Undertaker, okay? I mean, you never saw this dude outside. He wasn't doing no interviews, no promos. He never is a regular dude outside. Undertaker was always Undertaker, and Undertaker scares the Amazing Spider-Man 2 out of me, okay? Him and Kane, I mean, I remember when Kane came back with the mask when he was beefing with John Cena, and I remember that return so vividly with the silver mask, dog. Like, it scared me lifeless. Like the pyro and him coming out it scared me lifeless. I ran to my mama. Traumatized the Amazing Spider-Man 2 out of me. Like, I hated him, but alright, back to Yahoo! So if accolades can't really measure greatness for a wrestler, then what could? Oh, I got it. Okay, maybe it's in-ring ability. Now this, honestly, this is a fair argument, because there's more components to wrestling than just booking, right? I mean, you can't just take a guy with no type of wrestling ability and book them to be the top guy of a wrestling company, right? Right? So you know what? Let's entertain this idea, okay? Boom. Here's our criterias then. Technical in-ring ability. We gonna call this the flexibility, right? Because it could be really flexible, just like your girl. Ooh, this could be how great and technical a guy is in the ring. Okay, take Lance Storm for example, Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, Bryan Danielson, Lee Moriarty, Io Sky, Nia Jax. Just some pure grabs, right? But of course, you know, there's guys that are hybrids and are phenomenal at all styles in the ring. Okay, there's Seth Rollins, Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, Swerve, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, just some overall demons in the ring. But what's next? You know, I think it gotta be promo, right? How good can you talk your shit and tell us your story? But with promo skills, why is my neighborhood doing this? Listen. Really, before I was so rudely interrupted by my block, with promo skills, there's different types of promo levels, like how there's different types of in-ring abilities, right? You got your really passionate guys that could get so into a promo that you believe what they're saying, and they deliver the promo with so much heart that you can't take your eyes off, so much charisma, okay? You got your GOATs, John Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Roman Reigns, I don't care, he's on the list now, Randy Orton, Ric Flair, Will Ospreay, Can't Cap, LA Knight, and guys like that, okay? But you also got your promo guys that are great on the mic because they could just tell a story through cold cutting delivery and super witty comebacks that the crowd just popped for, aka your boy loves the good old cheap pops, okay? I'm a sucker for the yo mama jokes, for the you're just a less famous Miz. I popped, I won't cap. GOATs like my guy CM Punk, MJF, Samoa Joe, Chris Jericho. I'm throwing in Ricky Starks because why not? Okay? And guys like that. So boom, 2 categories complete. But programs, what is this golden, shiny, so luscious I just want to caress it category that's blocked off right here? Well, you inquisitive bastard. Swag. That's right. Yup, I have tricked you all. This video is once again leading to another conversation about wrestling swag and aesthetic. Oh boy. To be one of the wrestling GOATs, I'm sorry, but you can't have on no lame fits, okay? You can't come out here looking like if I just threw on some undies and decided to throw on a luchador mask with Jack Black's belly. I just described Nacho Libre. Rey Mysterio, Chris Hero, CM Punk, Samoa Joe, Shawn Michaels, Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy, Bam Bam Bigelow, Ruthless Aggression Christian, god damn, and some others I cannot think of right now. Holy crap, Kenny Omega, ladies and gentlemen, roar. So, as we are at the end of our categories, you know, we see some familiar faces in each category, and the more categories your name is in, the more likely you'll end up high on the GOAT list. Yahoo! So let's see, we got Punker, Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, you know what guys, matter of fact, let's just X out this tab right here, because the Guinness World Record Twitter account, X account says that Kenny Omega is the GOAT. What's their measurement? I don't know. But you see what I'm saying? You could go through all your criterias and rankings, but at the end of the day, Joe Johnson's burner account is still gonna say, oh, I think Brian Kendrick has a shot at being the determined GOAT actually. I will shoot you, Joe Johnson's burner account. But at the end of the day, it's all subjective, right? That's the magic word of this video. Subjective. Some people are just gonna value different attributes of a wrestler more than the other. Alright, and that's just how it is. But enough yapping though. Point is, arguing over a GOAT is stupid. So you know what? We're gonna give you a consensus top 6. Yes, 6, because I cannot do 5, but this is 6. It is undebatable, untouchable, unarguable, unfathomable. Transition.
Breakdown, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, the part we have all been waiting for, okay? The part that completely goes against this video, but screw it. Let's have some controversy. Let's have some fun. I'll be honest though, right? For me personally, I actually did spend a little minute on this because I'm thinking, how do I, the great programs, genuinely measure a GOAT? Well, accolades, they don't mean jack shit to me, to be honest, alright? Boop, out the trash. What we looking for is in-ring skill, promo skill, swag, but you also gotta have a catalog. And by catalog, I mean you gotta have some bangers, on top of guess what? Some more bangers. But also, you gotta have an impact on the game. I'm sorry. Lance Storm, you ain't make my list, cuz. So, here's what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna give you some honorable mentions first, because there's been too many wrestlers to not even mention them cracking the top 5. First mention, my boy Eddie Damn Guerrero. Eddie versus Ray, Eddie versus Kurt Angle, Black Tiger versus Wild Pegasus, which if you know, you know. Next one, I'm sorry, I'm counting Kenta Kobashi and Misawa together in one spot, okay? You got Kenta Kobashi versus Samoa Joe, Kenta Kobashi versus Misawa versus Jumbo Tsuruta, Misawa versus Kawada. The Kings Road style is so dope, okay? I won't lie though, I'm not speaking more on it, cause your boy has not finished watching the Joseph Monticello Kings Road videos, I'm sorry. Yeah, next mention, Kurt freaking Angle. I'm not gonna lie, honestly, Kurt was in my top 3 because Kurt is such a perfect all-around wrestler. From the in-ring ability, bangers on bangers on bangers, to being great on the mic, he is a perfect wrestler. He can be the chicken shit heel. He could be the underdog babyface. He could kill you in the ring, my god. Like, Kurt, I'm sorry, but the dogs above you, you know, they some killers. Next mention, Bret the Hitman Hart, one of the GOATs. Swag, stupid. Mic skills, great. In the ring, phenomenal, okay? Now, this next honorable mention, I don't care, is my list. Kevin Owens / Kevin Steen. Nuff shed. And the last honorable mention is my list. Kiss my ass. CM Punk. Yes, I am a Punk mark. I am a Punk lover. Punk versus MJF. Punk versus Joe. Punk versus Cena. I don't care, okay? But here we are. We are at the ooey gooey top 6. But to kick the ooey gooey top 6 off, let's do it with number 6. Super 6, AJ Styles, okay? AJ Styles, man, you already know, okay? This man could kill you in any style you want to do. Oh, you want to do some groundwork, some technical stuff with him? He there. You want to do some crazy, dumb, high-flying shiznit? Look at that spiral tap. A thing of beauty. And AJ Styles has just been one of the most consistent and best wrestlers in the world for almost as long as I've been alive, honestly. From his eras in Ring of Honor, to TNA, to New Japan, to WWE, AJ Styles is easily a top 6 wrestler of all time to me, okay? The only flaw that AJ Styles has to me, you know, sadly, his mic skills, okay? AJ has never really been strong on the mic, okay? But his in-ring work is so good, his swag is so far on another level, honestly, it kind of carries him. Now, number 5, top 5, Dead or Alive, and that's just off one LP. Look, to me, this man honestly raised the bar and got so high up on my list, I don't care. Samoa Joe is a top 5 wrestler of all time. Argue with your mama. And to me, I'm taking him over AJ, because that's my big boy, okay? Samoa Joe is so badass, so dope in the ring. This man is a hybrid of a powerhouse that could work with the small technical guys, but still go with the quick high flyers and do his suicide dives, all while giving you badass chops and being dope with it. Swag, stupid, in-ring, money. Samoa Joe is top 5. Easy. Alright? Now, number 4. I'm not gonna hold you. This pick is mainly for little me. I'm biased. I don't care. I am a fed boy. John Cena, top 4 wrestler of all time. I don't care, okay? Relax, Joe Johnson burner account. Just Cena's my favorite wrestler of all time, right? I'm biased, of course. You know, my role model, my idol, yada yada yada. But bias aside, okay? John Cena is one of the greatest on the mic, easily. And in the ring, this may be a little controversial, but Cena got way better in the ring as time went on, okay? And he started putting on bangers in the 2010s, alright? You could say it's because of his opponents, though. I don't care. He still did good. The Cena versus AJ trilogy, Cena versus Punk, both of them. Shawn versus Cena, Cena's US title run, John Cena and Daniel Bryan, Cena top 4, Impact, stupid, I don't care, alright? But, ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the official top 3, okay? Now, this may get a little dicey, okay? Because I won't lie, these 3 spots could be swapped around, alright? But for now, at the number 3 spot, I gotta have Kenny, Kentrell, Kentavious, Omega, okay? Kenny Omega, easily one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, okay? Kenny Omega helped start a boom period in wrestling with his work in New Japan, then helping start AEW, okay? Bangers with Okada, Ospreay, Hangman, Moxley, Naito, Tomohiro Ishii, just bangers with anybody, truthfully, okay? He's exciting to watch in the ring. Only flaw, once again, that goddamn mic category, bro. Kenny Omega, to me, has never really been good on the mic, honestly. I kind of cringed a couple times from his promos, I can't lie, but his in-ring work is so good that, like, it doesn't matter. Alright, I don't care. But number 2, another guy that grew on me, you know, that was crazy. Put the bottle down, Joe. Bryan Danielson, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, from in-ring styles to being able to sell anything perfectly, to being able to cut all types of promos, from being able to play all types of roles perfectly, from the babyface underdog to the chicken shit heel to the cocky bully on the playground. Bro, Bryan Danielson is honestly a perfect wrestler, bro, and he has the catalog that honestly no one really compares to. Alright, enough said. Bryan Danielson, y'all know him, alright? But number 1, I don't know if you realize, but there's a specific someone in this video I mentioned only once. And that's because I don't want the attention on him, because he's too damn sexy. Number 1 greatest wrestler of all time, Shawn the Heartbreak Kid, goddamn Michaels, okay? Easily from swag, impact, influence like freaking crazy, in-ring skills, greatest of all time, and his promo work is still really good as well. If you take a look back at Shawn's catalog, it's crazy. This man was one of the best wrestlers in the late 80s, 90s, but his work in that second run in the early 2000s is so stacked, it's nuts, okay? Shawn Michaels, to me, easily the greatest wrestler of all time. And look at his influence and impact. Super Kick Party. You see what I did there, you young buck? But to be honest, guys, you might disagree with my top 5, and that's okay. A top 5 in wrestling is dumb, because professional wrestling is subjective. Yay, look at that magic word again. But yeah, guys, the GOAT conversation makes no damn sense to me, alright? Thank you guys for coming to my latest Grap Talk. I have been your boy, Pro Graps Tother. And if you liked the video, why not leave a like? And if you got a top 5 or you want to argue who the GOAT is, comment down below. Let's get it on. Let's debate. But last and not least, y'all, subscribe to your boy, man. We is on the road to 4K, okay? Pop out to the Pro Graps Discord. Grappy Cord link is in the description below. It's a vibe. Pop out, cop some merch, link is in the description below. Cop some for your grandma. Follow your boy on Twitch. We be streaming games and random stuff, link down below. I still don't know how to comp this all together in one sentence. Yeah, guys, I still don't got much of an outro, so I'm gonna leave y'all with Pro Graps out.